Jazz? Welcome back to another video. This is my NBA predictions for next season. As you guys see, these are all the teams, and this is what I think is going to be for next season. I don't know what your all's prediction are, but put it in the comments. All right, starting off with the Bucks, A tier. They kind of had a meltdown versus the Heat, and that's really what costed them an S tier spot, so I'm going to put them at the A tier. 76ers, I hate this team's fans so much. Like, they're so annoying, and I'd love to put them as a D tier team, and I just don't like Joel Embiid, but they're pretty solid, and I can't regret that. Like, they're pretty good as a team overall, so they'll be good. They'll probably get a 5th seed this year. Cavs probably gonna be bottom of the East, not gonna get like higher than like the 13th seed. If I'm being honest, they're probably gonna finish dead last in the conference. And I feel like I'm right about this, and if I'm not right, then just tell me. The Pacers, B tier, they're pretty solid. They make the playoffs like every single year. I've never seen a year where the Pacers missed the playoffs, so they're going to be a B tier team. But it does depend if Oladipo's going to play another year. I don't know. He might leave. You never know what happens in the offseason. That's the best part about the NBA offseason, and that's why it's the best. Pistons, C tier. I don't know. They just haven't been hitting great recently because I remember those bad boy Pistons teams and like the dirty defense they did, and now they're just like the biggest disgrace to Detroit sports, and they would probably be in the D tier if they did not have Blake Griffin. Washington Wizards, C tier. They're not a special team. Get Bradley Beal out of there. I don't want to see him in their uniform one more time. Hawks, D tier. Trae Young has to average 50 points a game if they even want to get to the playoffs this year. Raptors, A. They kind of had a meltdown against the Celtics. And see, all the teams that had a meltdown in the playoffs are going to do a lot worse this year. And that's what I'm going to say. Mavericks, A tier. This is just my opinion. I know many would probably put them in the B. I'm going to say A because they did really good at the start of the season. Only they declined at the end because Luka missed a couple of games and they lost 10 in a row because of that. Nuggets, our first S tier team. Oh my God, you can't tell me that they're such a good team. Like, they came back from being down 3-1 twice, and that's going to give them possibly the 2nd or 1st seed, and I have them winning the NBA Finals next year. I don't care what anyone says. I say they're winning the championship next year. Get Jokic a ring, please. Timberwolves. Oh man, it's going to be either D tier or C tier. If they get Booker, they'll definitely be probably maybe a B even. But I'm going to say as of right now a D tier. They're just not good. And they're probably not going to be good for a very long time. And it's probably going to turn into like an infinite rebuild, if you get what I mean. Grizzlies, C. Nothing special. They're pretty good. Solid team with Ja Morant. Maybe if he averages like MVP numbers in his 2nd year, which I completely doubt, they might be B, but they're going to stay C right now. Spurs. They're an interesting team. If they play good, they're definitely going to be B. If they play bad, they're going to do D, which is kind of common logic, but still depends because like a team like the Spurs. So I'm going to put them at D. I feel like they're going to be the worst team in the West, in just my opinion. So I'm going to put them down here. They don't have anybody on this roster. DeMar wants to leave. Everybody wants to leave. No one wants to play for the Spurs after Tim Duncan left and Kawhi. I don't mind that whistling in the background. I have no clue what that is. But Jazz, B tier, literally choked so hard. I know that sounded very sus, but they could have won this series easily. Clippers, same thing, B tier. Could have won easily, but they did not. And that's why they're going to also stumble in the B tier. They are going to have a meltdown season. I'm really, though I think the Clippers are not bad, I'm really excited to see their meltdown season. I want to see what happens. And not because I'm like a Clipper hater or anything. It's just I really want to see what happens. Suns, either D tier without Booker, or maybe if they have Booker, they'll still lay it in the C tier. Since I don't know anything that's going to happen in the offseason like everyone else does, I'm going to put them in the C tier just for now because they did go 8-0 in the bubble. Blazers, it depends. Sometimes Dame will have like a good year. They'll probably be a B or even A. But they were a pretty C-tier team this year as they only got the 8th seed. And everyone was overhyping them after winning game 1, but I'm going to say I'll be nice to them. I'll put them at the B tier this year. Kings, it can go any way. I really hope the Kings can go into like the B tier this year and like what I don't know what I'm trying to say, like snatch a playoff spot like at the end of the season. That's what I'm trying to say. Or they'll probably end up in the C tier, and that's where I'm going to put them at. Knicks, D tier, they're just bad, and no one's going to like probably argue with me on that. They're just too terrible. And Pelicans, they're going to be an A tier team. I really hope they are, at least, because they are going to do pretty good with Zion. I already have this feeling in my mind. Hornets, I'm going to have to throw them in the C tier. If they did not have Devontae Graham, they would easily be in the D tier, but I'm going to put them at C. Rockets, A tier. Don't sleep on this team. Just because they have 2 stars now and they have this really big problem with like the ball and players' hands, they're still going to be an A tier team. Don't sleep on them. Heat, S tier. No regards for that. First seed in the East. No question for me. Bulls, C. Nothing special here as well. Nets, oh man, that's going to be tough. But I'm going to have to put them out as an S tier team. Nothing. Like, as much as I hate Kevin Durant, nothing's going to stop him and Kyrie Irving next year. Thunder, all right, we're coming down to the last couple. Thunder, B tier. Not too bad. They did really good this year. They surprised me a lot. Warriors, this is going to be a controversial one. I know. I don't like the Warriors. They're my least favorite team in the league. I hated their super team. And everyone is literally overrating them, saying they're going to be an S tier team, win that championship this year because they have the 2nd overall pick. That is not my approach. I don't think they're going to do like that good. Not what I mean by like terrible, but I don't think they're going to like really be beating teams like the Nuggets or like the Lakers down here. Oh, shoot, I didn't mean to do that. But that means I'm going to throw them in, throw them in the A tier. I mean, whoops, that's the Lakers. I'll throw them in the A tier just for now. Celtics, oh my god. Why do I keep doing that? This is the one thing I hate about having an iPhone X. Alright, Celtics, S tier. They're going to probably be 2nd in the East. No question for me. It's either them or the Celtics for 2nd in the East this year. Magic, I'm gonna throw them in. I mean, they could be thrown into the B tier. Like, they did pretty good, but I'm going to throw them in the C tier just for, how miserably they failed. Because everyone, again, like, if the 8th seed beats the 1st seed, like, one time, they get overhyped. People are like, oh, my God, the Magic are going to win this series. Well, that did not happen. Final team, the Lakers. I think everybody knows where this is going to go. They're obviously belonging into the S tier, and I feel like they're going to have the best record in the entire NBA next year. But this is my thoughts. I feel like the Denver Nuggets up here are going to win that title, and I feel like they're probably going to play a team maybe like the Heat or the Nets. But anyway, this is my tier list. I hope you enjoyed this video, and if you guys agree with me or disagree with me, just comment down below. Thank you.